So, as I'm banking and finance student, so how NIIT will help banking and finance student, like which courses and how it will build in technology?
Susan, you have a full toss. Chakka maar do is pe abhi.
I just want to share that I come from the industry. I'm the one who helps students get placed, etc. And at the end of your program, we help you with internship, which means you will start off with a career in the line of your choice. Right? So many times, you tend to complete your graduation and then sit and think, okay, now what next? Yeah, and that's a very difficult period. Like I've gone through that, right? I finished my chemistry. I was in a chemistry grad and came out, and then what next? Because it's not that I loved chemistry. Okay, so what next to do? That's when I got to know about computer. That's how I moved into that kind of a line. The advantage you have with the gNIIT program is that you don't have to wait till graduation getting over. Let's say, okay. Now, what is digital marketing? How do you know that? You have to test it. You have to check, try out something. Like many of you haven't created reels. So must be a small module, and that would help you understand whether you are really good at it. Okay, or if you are very clear, you want to go for banking and finance. Right? Imagine after you finish your graduate, all of you are BAFs. I'm curious to know, as a CEO, if all of you go for an interview, on what basis will he make a selection? Right now, so many students, all of you introduce yourself with the same credential. So how do you make a difference, right? That we'll ask him. But I just want to conclude about gNIIT. So the gNIIT program, therefore, would help you have various different exit paths. So you can decide. So you pick up modules that you find interesting and where you want to test and see whether you're going to be good at it. So but by the time you finish your graduation, you are into a job already, and you are going to gain experience which would help you carve your life ahead in that career. That's the gNIIT. So that's something about, you can find out more from the front office, but over to you to answer that question.
So very simple answer, right? Out of 25 odd guys who introduced yourselves, 3 of you told me something that you're doing in addition to BAF, right? Those are the
Correct.
3 that I could remember. So one guy is doing coding, one is doing UPSC prep, one is doing CA prep. That's the bit that was a highlight for me. Okay, this guy is doing something extra. Let me talk to that person and find out what more are they doing, right? So that is one definite differentiator when you go into the job market. That okay, मैंने पढ़ाई तो कर लिया जो सबने किया है. Besides that, I have also got this qualification, or I've got this certification, this skill that I can prove that okay, I have this skill, and therefore I'll be more useful to you than the 25 other people who are sitting around me, right? And then the interviewer will look at that and say, okay, let me first prioritize this chap because he's put some extra effort, right? And it's showing that effort is important, because finally when I'm hiring someone, I'm looking at someone who can put in more effort than the other person.
Agree. Actually, when I talk to the industry, and they do, when let's say I'm sharing CVs of 30 people, they don't have time to interview all the 30 people, and they'll ask me, can you help me with CVs, and if that skills is aligned with what they are going to be doing, and technology skills are normally aligned with any kind of domain business. So good for you to gain those skills, especially when you are in your college, than waiting for you to finish your graduation and then worry about what next.
Yeah, just one more thing I'll add is, when I'm looking at CVs, academic score matters. If there is a topper in the list of CVs I'm looking at, I will definitely shortlist that topper. Now, if you are not that topper, then you need these, at least something to differentiate you from the other guys in that, right? So those are the ways that I would, but in general, academic performance matters.